What's going on, everyone? Today we are going to review this Boombox for Tesla. This is a very nice device. It has some fancy amplifiers, and what this device does is it is supposed to detect the acceleration of your car using your phone's app and then project the acceleration sound like muscle car noises. And you can customize those noises on what kind of sound you want to play, and this will sit on the frunk, so people outside of your car are going to be able to hear that sound. And as you're aware, the newer Teslas have Boombox feature built in, but us older Teslas, though, we don't have the Boombox feature, so we can't play sound outside of our car. But this device will allow us to play those sounds and have some fun. So we're going to test it out today to see how well this device works. The installation is supposed to be super easy. So let's get started with today's video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Shiva Sapkara. I'm an engineer and I make Tesla videos doing detailed installation guides, step-by-step guides for all the accessories that we review here in the channel. We have reviewed over 50 accessories just last year alone, and I have a link with installation guide, the product link, and discount code in the description of this video. If you like what you see here today, please consider being a channel subscriber so you don't miss any of my future videos. So the box is pretty fancy here, and it comes very, very well packaged. This is what the inside of the box looks like. We have got accessories on various corners. Right here is a pouch, and this pouch has the data cable that we're going to need that goes from your phone all the way to the speaker. We have also got a power cable, and then we have the Velcro strips. These are the adhesive Velcros that we're going to put, one on the speaker, one on the bottom of the frunk right here. So these Velcros are the ones that are going to hold this speaker in place. So on this corner right here, we have got another box that has various accessories inside as well, starting with another box in there that has what appears to be USB-C to USB-C that is going to connect to various components here, and then there is a DC power adapter here, and then a remote controller. And we're going to go over this remote controller here in just a second. This is what turns on and off the speaker from inside your car. Then we have got the power bank. So this is the power bank that charges this speaker. So you have to charge this power bank first, and then it will power this speaker. So you don't have to connect this speaker to anything. It is literally just this power bank powering your speaker. This is the speaker. This is very robotic. It looks very futuristic. I really like it. And I look forward to testing this out today. In the bottom of this speaker, there is some controls, the audio controls right here. So the installation is fairly straightforward. All you have to do is flip this speaker, and on the other side you have got these amplifiers right here. There are two amplifiers and together produce some high quality sound. They each have various input and output. One of the amplifiers, which is SMSL M3 model, just has power control knob. This is the smaller one. You can set this one all the way to 100 if you'd like. On the other amplifier, which is the common SMSL SA36 model, you have the power button, which you can leave it pushed in so you can use the remote. You have this power control knob, and this is the larger knob compared to the other amplifier, and it is recommended that you set this to max 75%. This adjusts the power, which then adjusts the volume. And we just have to connect a few cables from this battery pack to the amplifier. So these are the cables that we're gonna need. First of all, we're going to need this DC cable. This is the charging cable. So we're going to take this and we're going to plug this charging cable right here. And then we're going to plug the other end of this to this amplifier right here, where it has a little port for charging cable. Next, we're going to grab this micro USB cable. This is the white cable. This is the round one. It's not the flat one. And what we're going to do is first plug this USB-A into the USB-A output of the power bank. And then we're going to take this other end and then we're going to plug in to the amplifier where it says DC in. So that's where we're going to plug in. There are two ports, so plug this one into the in DC port. And the power bank might light up when you plug that in. Next, we're going to grab this cable. This is the flat black cable. This is also a micro USB cable. We're going to take this micro USB end and then plug in where it says in 1 in the amplifier right here. Now we're going to route this cable, the other end of this flat black cable, and we're gonna route it all the way inside the car. So they recommend that you test this system like this right here, connect to your phone's app, and make sure everything is connected properly and working properly before we're gonna Velcro tie down this stuff. So to test this out, just make sure that both of your cable, this is the DC power cable, and then this is this white power cable that is connected to the power bank right here. So both of those are connected, and then you have got one USB-A cable. This is the USB 3 that is connected right here and is coming out. If you're using an iPhone, you are also going to need an adapter like this. So this is the Lightning to USB-A adapter. So you're gonna need this, a female USB-A adapter and lightning cable. And if you're using an Android phone, you're probably going to need a USB-C or a micro USB to USB-A adapter. I'm gonna put a link down below for various adapters that you're gonna need that does not come with the packaging. What you have to do is plug this USB-A into this female USB-A port right here. So now you're gonna take this lightning connector portion and then plug it into your phone. And then this is the glydsphere app that I'm gonna talk to you about how to set this up and everything. Then you're gonna press on your remote. And when you do that, you'll see the battery indicator kind of goes, letting you know how much battery it has, and the speaker is powered on now. And all you have to do is press on this turn on icon, and you'll hear the music come out. Then you know that you have hooked up everything properly. Now we can go ahead and secure it. Now you're gonna take your Velcro and then combine two of these Velcros together so that they are secured in place. It just makes it easier to install this. Then peel off the 3M adhesive from one side and just place it right here. And we're gonna just go around and then place a couple of this around the speaker. Now remove all of this top stickies from this Velcros. And just make sure everything is connected still. This cable are kind of going from the edge. And then now we're gonna flip the speaker. And you can just place it anywhere you like. Just make it center, make it look pretty. Then you can go ahead and press it. There is a little curvature right here in the front, so I recommend that you put your stickies kind of in this area underneath so that it is secure. But this is pretty secure, it's not gonna move around. Go ahead and do the same thing with the power bank here. Just stick this Velcros on the bottom side, and then we can just stick this anywhere in the corner. You can do it this side, that side. Since my cables are kind of long, as you can see, I am gonna just go ahead and install it here so I can hide all of these cables in the bottom. It's nicely in place. Maybe you need a couple more Velcros. They do send you plenty of Velcros, so you have a couple of extra if you wanted to put more in there. I'm gonna check it out to see how tight this would be and if it is gonna move it around. So you still have an ability to turn this knob for the volume down here. It's tight, but you still are able to do that even with the battery being right here. So just make sure that you have enough room to be able to turn this one. To route this cable to the front, if you really wanted to make it look clean, you could remove this panel, go under the firewall, and then put this cable out. But if you don't want to do that, which is fine, what you can do is prop this panel just a little bit right here in the windshield, and then run your cable underneath through this panel, and then take this and you can route it through right here. Then you can bring the cable from that side and then wrap it around this windshield wiper blades. There's already a cable right here, so that's not a problem. We're gonna pass it through right here. As it's a flat cable, it is a little bit easier, but I'd probably recommend putting some kind of a tape or something to tie this down here. So then you're gonna come out of here, and then you can kind of hide this cable through this panel right here. And then you can just connect your phone. If you have a phone mount here, or if you have a phone mount here, then it's up to you how you want to route the cable. So to connect your phone, you just have to put, for me it is an iPhone, so this is a lightning connector that I'm putting it in here, and then here is the USB-A output. So what we're gonna do is first put this on a phone mount. So this is the phone mount, and I'll put a link below for a couple of phone mounts for you. And then it just goes, this is a MagSafe one, and then we just connect this USB-A that we brought from outside from the frunk, and then we just plug it in right here. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And then we are gonna go test it out. There's some noise right now that's like an idle noise. That's the start noise. And then what happens is when this goes towards the right, that is when the acceleration is happening. So in here, as you heard that when the acceleration was happening, if the phone is detecting that, then the noise intensifies and becomes louder. So that's the acceleration noise. I have removed all the other noise and I just left the acceleration noise. So even just with that, looks like it keeps a little bit of idle noise. Maybe it replaced it, but there's always noise. So we're gonna make a right turn here, and the app is going to detect a little bit of acceleration even though I'm not really accelerating. It just detects some acceleration. Right there. Pretty loud acceleration, even though I'm just making a right turn here. Now I'm gonna accelerate really fast and then see if it detects the acceleration. It definitely did. So it looks like it is pretty good. It's not, it doesn't detect everything all the time, but it does a pretty good job for being basically a wireless system, not connected to the car in any ways. So now we're gonna accelerate really fast here, and you can see the speedometer, how fast we're gonna go. Let's see if it picks up. Well, it is not adjustable to the speed. Yes, of course we're decelerating now, but looks like it picks up when you do a sudden speed. Like for all EVs, when you do an instant torque, it is going to go really fast, and looks like that it picks that up. Now I'm gonna speed again. Just let's see if it detects this one. Yes, it did a very good job detecting that one. So we are in a different sound effect here. This is the Cosmic Boost, and then right now it is the idle. So that's what the idle sounds like. Now we're going to accelerate, do an instant acceleration. Yeah, it picked up and it did a really good job. So this is the meteoroid rain, and this is the idle noise. So we're not accelerating here. This is what it sounds like, ideal. Now let me accelerate really fast. It adds a different type of a noise right there. So that picked up really well as well. You can also play regular music from this speaker. So all you have to do is select this SMSL speaker, and then it'll just play outside. It's really, really loud, so just be careful where your sensitivity setting is on the speaker, but you can just play it as a boombox. The glydsphere speaker in the frunk is playing a pre-recorded audio of me talking. I have connected the phone inside my car, and I can clearly hear it from the frunk, the speaker. So you could also use it as a communication device from inside to outside if you wanted to just do a voice memo and then play that from outside of the car. The total weight of this speaker is 12.35 pounds, and the system is capable of operating under extreme temperatures going from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who live in an extreme cold winter in the negative double digits, please check the manufacturer prior to purchasing this device. Let's talk about the app. This is available in both iOS and Android Play Store. All you have to do is type in glydsphere, that is GLYDSPHERE, and then this app will show up where you can download it. Just keep in mind that the app is not free to use. It's a subscription base. So what you have to do is either pay $3.99 a month, or you can pay for an entire year for $29.99 and save some money. You do get a 7-day of free trial. So if you want to just check it out to see if this app is what you want and this solution is what you're looking for, then you do get a trial to try that out. This app is pretty intuitive. If you press on that menu icon on the top left side, a whole bunch of sounds will come out right here where you can select between all of these sounds, and that is the sound that will be selected. These are all pre-imported by the vendor, so you don't have to do anything. It is all set. All the specifications are met with this sound, and you can just go between choosing those sounds. And right here where it says new, that is when they update the app, and if they add new sound to that, this is where it will show up. And then where it says custom, this is where you can upload your own sound following the guidelines from the vendor. So right here I have a sound called Shiva Test. So if I select that, that is the sound that will be selected. And then to change between your custom sound, you could add multiple custom sounds right here. And to do that, you just have to press on this plus icon in the bottom right. And when you press on that icon, a QR code interface shows up. And what this does is you go to this website called upload.glydsphere.com, and that is when you create your sound, and then you get a QR code when you create the sound, and then you can scan that QR code to get that sound on your app. I'll show you here in just a second on how to do that on the web. On the top right section of this app, there is just a subscription, and that is when you see that right here it says my trial will expire on the 18th, and then I have to pay $3.99 every month after that. And the setup is what shows you how to set up the device, where you put your phone on a mount and then plug it in and whatnot. So it just shows you how to operate the phone and the app right here on the setup. And then if you go to legal, that's just the legal descriptions of using the app and the liability and whatnot. So that is all there is. And then on this main screen, what you see is that during acceleration, the motion, it detects the motion and it kind of goes towards the right side, and during deceleration it goes towards the left side. And then towards the bottom, as you can see, that says Shiva Test. That is the sound that is currently active, and you can go between different sound by just clicking on these arrows, the left and right arrows, and then you'll get between different sound. To activate the sound, right now it is in the off position. You just have to toggle this virtual switch to on position, and now the sound is activated. And then this 100, I do not know what this is. It seems like some kind of a reward, but I don't know what that is. And then in the very bottom is the volume. This is the volume of the speaker. You can change the volume here, and this is independent of the volume that you can change on your phone. So if you go up and down on your volume knob button, that will change the volume of the media that you're playing. But then this one and the app is the actual sound that is playing on the speaker. And that is about it for the app. Let's move on to the web version, where I'll show you how to add your own sound effects. So first, go to the glydsphere website, and then right here on app, click on app, and then right here create sounds. This will take you to this page right here where it says upload your custom sound here. And when you click on this page shows up, and there are 4 different sounds that you have to upload: start, glide, accelerate, and decelerate. So the start sound is the first burst of when you start the car. So that's the first sound that you're going to hear when you start the car. The glide is the bass that rumbles where you drive. So that's the bass sound that is always going to be there when you're driving. The accelerate sound is, of course, when you press on the accelerator. That's the acceleration sound. And then the deceleration sound is, of course, when you slow down. That's the sound it's going to play. And then it also gives you some requirement here. So the format has to be a WAV format. It has to be at least 16 bits per sample, and it gives you that 44.1 kilohertz rating, and it should not exceed 15 seconds of playtime. And then there is also a file limit of 4 megabytes. So you're gonna have to play around with either the online editors, or if you have an audio editor, that you have to play around with the sound to make sure that it meets all of this requirement. And I think it has to be at least 2 seconds long. So each individual sound in the set should be at least 2 seconds long, and then the maximum is 15 seconds. And then they also say that the glide, accelerate, and decelerate sound should be in a looping files. So you just have to put your title. So for me, I put a video test, and all you have to do is start dragging the sounds that you have created on the folder. I'm gonna put the start right there. I'm gonna put my glide file right here, my acceleration file right here, and then my deceleration file right here. And make sure they are all WAV formats, and then you just save it. It gives you this QR code, and then on your phone, go to the custom hit the plus sign, and then just scan the QR code. It will say downloaded, and then that video test file is now activated on the app. Here are my likes and dislikes of this EV speaker. First of all, I really like the design. This is a very futuristic looking design, something that we haven't seen in the market before. This is very, very unique, and I was really impressed with the quality of the product. I also like how easy the installation was. You didn't have to take apart any panels. You didn't have to do anything. You just routed that cable to the inside of your car. You don't have to reach that difficult OBD plug. It was all seamless. It is super easy. You can use this device for any electric vehicle or any car in general. You know, all you need is a space where you can put this boombox, and then you just connect it to your phone. So versatility, really great. And then the installation was super easy. Even though this is not hardwired to the car, I was impressed with how good it detected the acceleration. Of course, it's not perfect. This is a new device. There's gonna be some quirks. I hope they fix it along the way, but it is really, really good how much it detects the acceleration, the deceleration, everything that it was detecting and playing the sounds. I was definitely impressed. I like that it comes with its own power bank. You can also use that power bank as an emergency power for your charging your phone, charging your other electronics in case you need it. So if you keep that power bank full, you're able to use that to charge other devices as well. There are a lot of use cases for this. You know, it could act as a pedestrian warning system for older Teslas. So if you don't have the boombox or the pedestrian warning like my car, you can use this as a pedestrian warning, and you can put all kinds of music. You can just have one sound playing all the time, or you could do the acceleration, deceleration, exactly like the website, the tutorial I showed you earlier. You could do all kinds of sounds, and you can really personalize your car that way. Couple of things I do not like about this device. First of all, I wish they offered an option for us to be able to go into the OBD port of the Tesla and plug a hardwire connection where it would actually detect everything that is happening. So even a couple miles per hour increase in speed, it would detect, and then it would rapidly go up in sound. So I wish they offer that option. I know that this is a great design. You don't have to do any of the installation, but for someone like myself who don't mind taking apart my car, it would be really good to have that, so that this product would be even better. In line of making it more integrated, I also wish and hope that in the future they figure out a way where we can get the power from the 12-volt battery, so that it is hardwired to the car. It is pulling the power from the 12-volt battery and either charging that power bank or directly hooked up to the speaker. That way, you know, you don't have to worry about charging that power bank ever. It just pulls the power from the 12-volt battery in the frunk. Even though this makes the installation super easy, I wish there was a better way to route that USB cable to the front. I checked right now after using it for a couple of times to see if there was any damage to that USB cable, and looks like there is no damage because it's a flat, very, very thin USB cable, so it can fit through there, but you can still see it. It's pretty visible there. So probably there is another way. As I said before, you could probably route that cable through the firewall and bring it so that it will be hidden from outside, bringing it inside. But you know, that does require you to take apart a whole bunch of panels, which you probably are not comfortable doing that. So a better way, maybe Bluetooth. I know there's going to be some lag with Bluetooth, but maybe that is better than, you know, having an option where you can either do a hardwire connection or a Bluetooth connection would be great. There is no Bluetooth in this speaker. When the speaker is power on, I searched for Bluetooth and I couldn't find any device. I don't really love that we have to pay a subscription fee for the app, but I do understand where they're coming from. This is a pretty common business practice where a vendor sells you a hardware and then they charge you a subscription fee for the software. Even with Tesla, I purchased my Tesla and now I'm paying a monthly premium connectivity fee to Tesla to have those services. This is to aid the company with research, continuous research and development, and make the product better along the way, fix the glitches, and really service the app. And this vendor told me that they plan on continuously adding new sound and just make your experience better using the app and make the app more and more reliable in the future. I want to be really honest here and let you know that this system is not perfect. It detects the acceleration really, really well, but then there are times when you're going really slow and then it thinks you're accelerating and then it produces that acceleration sound really, really loudly. So there is some quirks, there is some glitches. When you're accelerating, sometimes it doesn't think you're accelerating, so that kind of a knob on the right side in the app doesn't go up. Instead, it goes towards the deceleration sound. So it is expected, because this is not really connected to the computer of your Tesla to know exactly when you are accelerating. And it's an impressive system, but it is not perfect. Since the vendor is charging us a subscription fee for the app, I hope that they continuously do research and development and make our experience better using this device. It is really good again, but it is not 100% accurate at this point. And I don't know how much accurate it can get, because it is really not connected to the Tesla in anyways, but hope that they continue to add more sound effects and give us more options. Having said all of that, is this for everyone? Absolutely not. This is for folks who like to modify their cars, like myself. I like making my car different than everybody else's, accessorize my car, so this is a great product to make my car stand out. This is also for folks who want to have a pedestrian warning system or some sort of a speaker in the frunk, so that you can play some sound or alert other pedestrians or other cars that you are on the way, because EVs don't really make noise, so that would be a great use case for this product. So what do you think about this speaker? Do you have any use cases for it? Do you have any questions about this speaker that I can answer? Please let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make a follow-up video, or any other request that you have about this speaker or any other product in general. This is a pre-order item, so if you were to place an order today, you're probably going to get it in a couple of months, because they're planning on starting the shipment next month, and probably a whole bunch of other shipments by April. So just keep that in mind. You're not going to instantly get the speaker if you order it today, but this is a really great product. There is a lot of benefit to this. Absolutely not for everyone, but it has some great use cases. Thank you very much for your continued support. I have many other unique Tesla accessories coming in this channel. I'm currently unpacking a lot of accessories to start testing and reviewing them. So stay tuned for all of those videos, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.